Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to this edition of Industry Leaders Live. And I'm delighted to have Nico Nicholas, CEO and co-founder of Trees for Travel. Nico has worked in B2B travel for the last few years and has won awards for innovative travel tech and best travel trade supplier in previous roles. Nico, thank you ever so much for joining us today. And most importantly, thank you for joining us as an industry partner.
Thank you, James. It's great to be here. I really appreciate this interview. Please ask the questions and I will do my best to answer.
What we really want to understand is a little bit more about Trees for Travel, Nico. Can you tell us what it is and how it was formed and what your aspirations are for the organisation?
Well, we care about the environment, and we saw at the beginning of this year, flight shame, then COVID has kind of really decimated travel. But we actually love to travel, and travel has been blamed for climate change, and it's kind of like this inner conflict that we had to fight with. And we did a lot of research, and we did find that travel is actually responsible for 8% of CO2 emissions through flights, cars, hotels. But it is really important to the world on a community basis, for business, and actually even for our own well-being and our own mental health. And we also felt that, whilst there have been CO2 or carbon offsetting offers in the past, when you check out of a flight or whatever, we've never actually checked the box that says CO2 offset your CO2 or whatever. And so we set about trying to work out why that was.
So, I mean, that's exactly the point, isn't it, that everyone's talking about? Checking the CO2 offset box. What is it about it that stopped you?
Well, when we were looking at it, we felt that we just didn't trust it. So there was no real understanding of what was going on. There was no explanation, and what was being offered was not tangible. And we just felt that it was a little bit like throwing money into a well and making a wish and hoping that something was going to happen. So we needed to fix that, and so we continued to develop this.
And I suppose from any other carbon offset programs, because there's many out there, how did you make Trees for Travel different?
Well, what we did is we started working on a way to get people to really engage with offsetting. So it wasn't just about checking a box and you're done and then you go and that's it. So we needed to create something that would actually be more tangible, that people could understand, and people really do understand what a tree is, and for them to actually have a real connection with what they're doing. And besides that, planting trees is actually scientifically proven to be the best carbon offsetting technology. It is simple, impactful, and it's affordable. So to be able to use nature to heal nature was just mind-blowing for us. So that's how we started creating Trees for Travel, to make it so that people could now travel mindfully and respectfully and have a true connection to their trees and remain engaged with those trees.
And we talk specifically about the service department sector because that's what we are focusing all our efforts on. How do you feel our sector can help?
Well, we feel that at the moment, everybody's seen it on LinkedIn and in the news and everything. Service departments are actually being flagged as a really important part of travel recovering. People are trusting them more than necessarily hotels, where, you have your own space, you have more space. When you don't want to go out, you have your kitchen. You don't have to worry about that sort of thing. So as you all know. So the thing is that by having that importance within the journey, we feel that part of what we're trying to accomplish is to engage with every single touch point of a traveler's journey. So the thing is that every single part of travel does create CO2. Apartments, like hotels, they create more CO2 because they have larger spaces which are air conditioned. You have lifts, you have more intense cleaning than you would at home. And basically, it's a really important part, and it's also really important to educate the consumer about each element of travel and how we are actually affecting our planet through these activities. but we don't want to make these activities something that is taboo. We just want to help people clean up after themselves, and we feel that doing this through our monthly reporting and through their dashboards and et cetera, they can actually see how they're getting on.
I mean, we're regularly getting asked by the corporate travel world around our members' responsibility when it comes to sustainability. So how would it work specifically for serviced apartments then?
Well, there are a number of ways that it can work, and it can be either an apartment offering to donate the first tree to a guest. That can be done at checkout or check-in, or if it's sort of like if it's something that they don't want to actually spend money on, then they can actually also offer to sell a tree to a guest, which is something some are doing, or and the thing is that a tree is actually just the price of a coffee, so it's nothing in comparison to the price of the stay. And the other option is if it's an apartment which is serviced every day, you can have the option of not having a particular day with the cleaner, and instead of the cleaning of the room, then they can actually donate a tree if a guest feels that they don't either want to have somebody in their room during these times, or if they're just fine to just make their bed. The chances are they probably don't need daily cleaning, and that way the property themselves then saves quite a good amount of money as well.
So I think what's really interesting is that the awareness for sustainability, the work that you're doing is really an important part of the responsibility that we're putting into business travel predominantly. So we welcome that, Nico. Thank you very much for all the support that you're giving us, and also for the opportunity that you're giving everyone to feel a little more responsible for the choices that they make. And if they want to find out a bit more about it through our industry partners page within the ASAP website, your links are there. And is there any other way that our members can make contact with you directly, through websites, through your direct emails or anything like that? It will all be available through the website.
Absolutely, yeah. And also, just one thing I forgot to say is that the connection with us can be very easy. We have APIs and file uploads or manual systems. So if anybody does want to actually explore this with me, I'm very happy to have a Zoom call with them, and we can connect, and then I can explain the whole way the whole system works and show them a full presentation. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks very much for your time, Nico, and thank you again for all the support you're giving us. We really do appreciate it.
And you too. Thank you too.